But you also have to keep in mind that at the end of the day, you're giving that video that you're having a negative response to power, right? You're giving them your intellectual content. But if you take away anything, it's hello, it's Juku, spirit guide of the digital age, and welcome to Juku's adventure. So things may look a little bit different here, but I wanted to make this video for three important purposes. Firstly, I wanted to update everyone about where I am on social media currently, and I also wanted to go into a brief history of mine on YouTube, brief personal history, because I think it's important to lay down a contextual foundation as to why I moved channels. And also, I wanted to give advice to anyone who's planning on being a creator, anyone who might be a creator now, or to anyone who just consumes YouTube, because I think it's pretty important. Here I am, Juku's adventure. So all of my social media is now updated at Juku, Juku _adventure on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok, right? So the reason as to why I ended up moving social media platforms, it's a bunch of different reasons. Probably the most pertinent is because I wanted to be positive on my channel, and I wanted to focus on things that I think will bring people joy. I also kind of wanted to rebrand everything. The art style that I do for everything is different. I use different programs and everything. I'm still making animation videos. I'm still doing like music and everything like that. But it's just going to be under this name, and I want to keep this name. I want to keep Juku's Adventure for a while, because I chose this name because I wanted to really push myself outside of my comfort zone. So you might be watching this video either on Juku's Adventure right here, or you might be watching this on one of my older incarnations on social media, one of my older pages. Either way though, I wanted to give a thank you to everyone who's been supporting me, everyone who's been following me. I met some great people along the way. I just wanted to say I'm sorry, my deepest apologies for moving left and right all over the place, right? So thank you so much. I want to put out things that essentially make people, as I said before, that make people happy and make people think and everything like that. I really want to focus on putting out high quality content and also consistency, putting things out on a regular basis. In fact, my next video will be actually a compilation of all my short animations that I've been doing lately, putting them all together and doing almost like a director's cut commentary where I go over some of the behind the scenes ruminations and everything like that that went into the making, the production of each animation video. The next short that I'm working on, which might be out by the time you see this video, is a speed art, me going over bubble tea, my favorite flavors and everything, so please look forward to that. So next I wanted to give you all a brief history of mine on YouTube. I started putting videos out on the platform, I want to say 2010 to 2011. You know, most of the videos at that time were just based around music, me putting out like basically re-uploads of my own music, a picture of like the cover to my music with the song playing. But that's basically how I got started. I didn't really start thinking of the game like a YouTuber or putting out videos like a YouTuber. It was just kind of like a utility to help me get exposure and everything like that. My next major era, I guess, on YouTube was 2015 to 2014. Around this time, I was putting out more videos that were conscious of the viewership, right? More so what you would maybe want to see. I was thinking about the game a little bit more like a YouTuber at the time. And this is actually when I was in college. At my alma mater, I actually had a class where I made a YouTube channel. The whole premise of the class was I made a YouTube channel. And I was actually making videos at the time inspired by the likes of like James Ralph, angry video game nerd, also popular around that time, Ego Raptor, Game Grumps and all that. Essentially, I wanted to, JonTron and everyone, essentially I wanted to make videos that were reviews of games, but the whole concept of the channel was a parody, right? So all the games that I was reviewing were these little kind of like little flash games that I had actually made myself. And, that was kind of like the joke of it and everything like that. So now we fast forward to 2017. And this is when I'm trying to take YouTube a little bit more seriously. Around this time, I was releasing videos that are kind of similar to the videos I release now. I was doing animation videos, kind of like animated poem videos and everything. So basically, I guess I'll back up a little bit. I wanted to actually make animated storytime videos, but I don't know, I just felt like my life wasn't interesting enough or something like that. I just wanted to make videos that were a little bit different, a little bit outside of the exact niche. And so I ended up making more so kind of like quasi-educational sort of videos. I was also making animated poetry videos, still releasing music. So from 2017, now we go to 2019, 2022, which was, I must say, probably my darkest time on the platform. I was more so a consumer at that point, and I just kind of was focusing on the negative things that I heard on YouTube, the things that might have annoyed me and everything like that. This kind of gets into the advice that I have for all of you. If you hear something that, bothers you or something like that, there are certain times that it's good to voice your opinion and everything and to tell people what you think about certain things. But you also have to keep in mind that at the end of the day, you're giving that video that you're having a negative response to power, right? You're giving them your intellectual content by writing a comment or even just letting it bother you. And I just want to say that you want to be the one to make the content that people will react to. You want to take that power back into your own hands. And what I suggest to anyone who sees a video that might bother them, or they're tempted to get into an argument with someone or something like that on social media because, someone said this or that, I recommend just writing your thoughts down almost like you're going to leave a comment, but writing it in whatever email you use, whatever email format. I use Yahoo, I know. So under the email, create a new composition, write your thoughts, get really detailed, why certain things bother you, get kind of not metaphysical, but meta-conceptual. Think of the other person's point of view, why something might bother them, why something might bother you, and write all your thoughts down, and almost like a diary, right? Write it all down, but then never show anybody, never send it to anybody. Send it to yourself, because you're the only one who's going to care about your own opinion, essentially. At the end of the day, that's just how social media is. That's just how YouTube is. At the end of the day, you're going to care the most about reading your own comment, unfortunately or fortunately. But yeah, it's the same technique as like writing a letter complaint, but then mailing it to yourself rather than mailing it to the person that you might want to have beef with, I guess. And that's kind of the mentality that I want to have going forward into this Juku's adventure. That's why I named it Juku's Adventure, because I wanted to push myself outside of the bounds. I wanted to test my patience, everything. I wanted to really give this a proper try in illustration, music, everything else. That's what I kind of think of going forwards, right? To make the content, to make positive content, and to make the content that other people would want to react to, would make someone's day, or what have you. And that's kind of the mentality that I have going forwards in social media in general, whether it be Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. Again, to all of the people who've been following me for so long, thank you so much. It really means so much to me. And I hope you take something away. I don't know if you took anything away from anything that I've said, but I hope you, if you take away anything, it's to make the content that people would react to rather than giving something negative your power, right? But again, Juku at JUKU_adventure. It'll all be in the description here. Instagram, I have a YouTube, of course, right here on YouTube. Juku's Adventure. The handle is @Juku Adventure. And that's also for Twitter and TikTok as well. Well, everyone, that's been another adventure in the books, but there's much more to do before the sun goes down. Thank you all for joining me on Juku's Adventure. And please like, subscribe, and follow. And please let me know in the comments below if you have any experiences that are similar to this, similar to mine on social media. And let me know your brief history of being a creator or even just someone who consumes content. So I'm so sorry. I almost forgot to mention, I'll put it right here. There's a post that I made on Instagram of a little mammoth, like a little cave painting of a mammoth. That's how you'll know. Follow the mammoth, and that's how you'll know that you're on my new Instagram. Okay, I'm so sorry for this. Thank you so much. So lastly, I wanted to give you all an update of the type of art that I've been making and everything lately. Sometimes you'll see this. These are essentially name cards with everyday people's names in ancient Egyptian, Sinai Egyptian, and cuneiform. I hand draw these. I've been making these for a while now. I've been giving them out as gifts, whether it be a digital print or whether it be framed in a document holder. These prints are just made essentially to fit in document holders. And this is just like an example here. But I also make these same graphic prints formatted to go on Instagram. So if you yourself are interested in ancient Egyptian culture, or you have a friend interested in ancient Egyptian culture, and you wanted to see your name, or you wanted to give someone else's name out as a gift, I make these digital prints. Let me know on Instagram, DM me on Instagram if you're interested in a customized piece. And thank you so much.